the fit. 919 on a morning barriers breaking. There's only facts and truths that we revealing. Come let me hear the real voices that this shit say. 919 say another day. The voices of this shit say another day. On bias dedicated from the best my way. Yeah. 919 say another day. The voices of this shit say another day. On bias dedicated from the best my way. Yeah. Can give me the shit to go through the day while my soul. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Build up the picture and off the plane, no joking. The money small, but guess who keeps high floating? Another day, another day. Jah bless my way. Yeah. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. 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 Cancer. Out on the battlefield, 919 working.
pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of Voices on the Street, right here at the Street 919 FM. So let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. Plus, good morning going on to my entire family. Good morning to you all our callers, all our listeners, all of yours online. For those of you that are always locked on with us, it's always a pleasure to have you guys right here on the inside with us. Let me say good morning going out to my friends and family in Tobago. Good morning Auntie Pat, morning Nats. Plus good morning going out to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. IWER George and his entire family. So guys, at this time, just for the next couple of minutes, I'm going to open up the lines, take your morning greetings, and we're going to get into our online papers for today, Thursday, the 3rd of October, 2024. So, let's see if we can do this quickly. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Blessed morning, my brother. How are you doing? I hardly hear you, boy.
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. As I say, God is the boss. So you have me here this morning. Morning to Sharon. By extension, the Titans of Democracy, Home and Abroad. Morning to Sister Jenny, Sister Karen, Mommy Phyllis, Shak Lady. Good morning. Despite the bad, Mr. Chance of a constituency, Mr. Bartario. Old man, oh. Merry Christmas, brother Stolen. Nocturnal and Museum, my brother, they will never ever about country. Time for which push back. As a matter of fact, the Prime Minister had to put the man who couldn't buy 2 doubles in place. You have a godly day, King?
Yeah, man, blessings. Caller, good morning.
Brucey, good morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm in the Lady Barons. Everything's good?
Everything good, man.
Wonderful. Hey, right now I'm up in Indianapolis, Bruce.
Hey, all right.
I made a little change from Brooklyn.
I hope you're going shopping.
Let me say good. I'm just moving around.
All right.
Let me say good morning to my sisters. Good morning. Miss Feisenberg, good morning to you all as well. Angie, Isaiah, you know. Mommy, love, good morning to you. Take care of yourself. TNT, good morning. Brucey, I will leave it there.
Yeah, man, bless. Caller, good morning.
Yes, Uncle Brucey, morning. How are you doing this morning?
I did cool, Mr. Mount St. George. How are you going?
Good. Family okay, everybody?
Yeah, man, everybody nice.
Nice, great. We on this morning?
Nice, very nice.
Right, I hear my boy leave it there. He saying, leave it there, you go ahead, never go, boy. Minneapolis, boy. Nice, man, nice. I like that. Right. A fella say, leave it there, a fella say that we want to hear you because I called for you yesterday and we so weird. But here, no, we are political enemies. We are not enemies face to face. Right? All right. Morning, Eve. Morning. All of Tobago. Morning. Whoever hearing us on the radio, tell one of your friends that Bruce on this morning again. I know they do like today's program, but listen to the radio. Right? Morning to everybody. All of Trinidad and Tobago. Love. Uncle Bruce, I know the time getting short. So let me give somebody else a chance to shout.
No problem.
Right. Love everybody. Morning.
Blessings. 342-00814665391. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning to Tobago. Morning to everybody. This is Linda time to make a long call. Somebody in that said my phone on the phone doing all kind of trouble, but it ain't doing what it's supposed to do again. But to get somebody to set it over for me again. Let me say good morning to Sharon, good morning to Gilson, good morning to Miss Jean. Miss Spicer, good morning to you. Yeah, man. Sour man, I heard you. Yeah, Mr. Mountain George, Mr. Black Sunday, good morning. Good morning to everybody, Bartaria, everybody, good morning. So, sorry, you're listening. Yeah, all who had to say what they had to say, what they had to say, not what they're supposed to say. And Bruce, oh God, I hope somebody come out this morning, but let the morning go nice, man. I enjoy it. Nice till morning. So God bless everybody. May the good Lord bless and keep everyone. You must be able to give somebody something, say nothing about it. Go tell somebody Bruce is on the air this morning. Yeah, Bruce, carry on.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, blessed morning, Bruce.
Blessings.
Blessing President. Bruce, last night I was taking a next frequency. God bless that man who was showing that video. I see a video with a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, a woman stamping up on the children and them. When I see that, my water's around my next video. They went and rescue a next child again. The child burned up and all kind of things. But we're wrong with them parents and them. And that's a 19-year-old young lady making sure they can't take care of the child and them. But yeah, that story in the dailies, eh?
Yeah, I didn't see that story come up. No, I'll go through the papers just now.
I get up this morning and I said, I had a child, I can't take care of the child and all them making sure that advantage in the little child. I'm so a 2-year-old. When I said the little child crying, like the 2 little child like they're sleeping and the mother stamping them up to spite the father. They're like, Bruce, that was really sad, but I looked on listening, but all the stop making sure advantage in the child, man. I looked on listening.
Yeah, man. So I could probably take 2 more quick calls, I guess. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, I catch you this morning.
Lady Sharo.
Lady Sharo. My boy Bruce say, boy, happy good morning, everybody. 91.9 lovers. Have a nice day. God bless everybody, man.
Yeah, man.
We will talk later, Brett.
Yeah, man.
Blessing.
Caller, good morning. You have to keep it short and sweet.
Morning.
Morning.
When you greet somebody in Jesus' name, will you tell them that you love them in Jesus' name? Everybody smile. Jesus love you. Everybody smile. Jesus love you. Thank you.
Thank you. I could probably take 1 more quick one. Have to be quick. We see how quick. Caller, good morning.
Morning, this morning. Let's make sure I'm still online. And I ain't get blocked because me and my colleagues yesterday we had a heated discussion.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. We had a exclusive exchange. And you know that block here. I go on later.
So guys, we're going to go pay those bills. When we return, we're going to get into our online papers for today, Thursday, the 3rd of October 2024. So you got to keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. This is Voices on the Street. We'll be right back.
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM.
Shed it live. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturdays are back at Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub.
They not like us.
Tobago, your favorite event venue, is bringing back Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturday. Party with the all-star DJ cast. Drink specials all night. This weekend at Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Let's party like we used to as we continue the vibe. General entry free until midnight. VIP $100. Call or WhatsApp 394-3212 or 620-3057 to reserve your cabanas and VIP space. Come enjoy the entertainment, enjoy the vibes, and the atmosphere at the safest venue in Tobago. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturday are back.
Thursday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler. Hush Cooler. All roads lead to Vibes, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. An experience like no other. And all you hear what? Whatever happened at Vibes? Well, I don't have to tell you. Hush. Can you dig it? Hush Cooler at Vibes. Performing live, Mikel Tasia. I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. The Pan Man, Joshua Regrello, Neil Iwo George, and more. Cooler. So bring your crew, bring your cooler, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandtickets.com or from the Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Store, Scarborough. For more info, call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. Hush Cooler. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by TTT Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024. I need a little run now, baby. Hush Cooler.
From 1990 to last month, this place has been known as Shade. But from this moment, going forward, this place will be named by the new name IWER George given. All right, you say the name? The new name is...
Get ready for the ultimate soca experience. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as Shades, present Free Drinks Wednesday on October 23rd. Tobago comes alive with an all-star DJ cast spinning the hottest soca hits. Special guest artists with a live performance. Early bird tickets start at $150, VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas. Enjoy any complimentary bottle up to selections, Johnny Walker or Hennessy. This event is powered by Prince George, Bago Bashman 919, Cattell Mass, Angostura and Campari. Let's make it a night to remember. Secure for your tickets now. Purchase them at Caches in Tobago or 919 Bagel Bashment. You can also visit Island e-Ticket or call the hotline 281-4723 and 750-1103. This is an event you can't afford to miss. Tobago, get ready for the ultimate soca experience.
Oh God, call the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, oh God. Oh God, as we pray. Oh.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
The light of your glory.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
IWER and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't beat girl, but we beat somebody. We beat somebody.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back. If you're just joining me, you're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is Voices on the Street. And at this time, we're going to get into our online papers for today, Thursday, the 3rd of October, 2024. And headlines in the Online Express: TKR outrage. Thousands of fans upset after Knight Riders lose CPL match following floodlight outage in Guyana Stadium. Cops held in car dealers kidnap. So let's get inside and see what is taking place. So, I feel robbed, says TKR player. Tuesday's Caribbean Premier League CPL elimination match between the Trinbago Knight Riders and Barbados Royals has sparked a social media firestorm. Abused by police spouses. Among 10 reports of domestic violence against members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, between 2012 to 2021, one Valencia woman was kicked repeatedly. Hold on, let me get in. Kicked repeatedly in the vagina by her partner. Other types of abuse reported by women, including being punched in the face and having their lives threatened. Police await DNA to identify Maria in Shallow Grave. A pair of slippers that 19-year-old Maria Paul wore is what led her mother, Ria Hussein Thompson, to identify the body of the missing teen. Judge, pure abuse of power by police. The Office of the Attorney General has been directed by the High Court to pay a combined total of more than $0.5 million to a Couva couple for wrongful arrests and malicious prosecution. Two cops held in a kidnap case involving squad car. Two police officers have been detained by detectives of the Professional Standards Bureau, PSB, in connection with the kidnapping of a foreign used car dealer, Sachel, Sachel Kunchibi Harry. Game stopped again as Guyana Amazon Warriors loses. St. Lucia Kings booked their place in the 2024 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League CPL final with a 15-run victory over reigning champions Guyana Amazon Warriors. Hold on, I'm trying to get in and see. Right. Amazon Warriors in a weather-curtailed match at the Guyana National Stadium in Province. Runaway truck stopped by church wall. Things could have turned out a lot worse on Wednesday when the brakes of a sanitation truck apparently failed, sending the vehicle careening down Agabacombri Street, St. Joseph. Disabled Sachel does not know mom died. Case now a murder probe. Fans go to war after TKR loses to power failure and opponents. So these are the stories that are making way. Some of the stories are making way in the Express. So we head over to the Newsday. Inside the Newsday, top 10 takeaways from 2025 budget. Economists, wage increase could cause discontent. Boy 4 shot at preschool needs child-sized wheelchair. Port workers strike can affect Tobago ferry cargo vessel. Central businessman appeal for 3 officers held for kidnapping. Go after dirty cops. Suspect flush out of Belmont drain charged. Exhort head challenges promotion process for ASPs. Vendome announced as exclusive Fenty retailer in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Caribbean Airlines adds services to Martinique and Guadeloupe. Judge condemns one of the worst incidents of abuse by police. 3 charged for human trafficking denied bail. 3 Central cops detained in kidnapping probe. MSJ calls for transparency in CLECO divestment, patriotic exclusion from refinery shortlists, increases and decreases for local government corporations. Pastor at funeral of 8-year-old drowning victim, spend time with your loved ones. So these are the stories that some of the stories making way in the news day. We head over to the Guardian, and the headlines in the Guardian: lights out on TKR. Mother among 3 held for stomping and beating baby. Very well. The 19-year-old mother of a 1-year-old child and 2 other people have been arrested in connection with the abuse of a child. Very well. Nice quick work, police. Outrage as TKR out of CPL playoffs after floodlight outage in Guyana. Trinbago Knight Riders fans have been left disappointed and with a sour taste in their mouths after their team was eliminated from the 2024 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League tournament in controversial fashion on Tuesday night. Upset fans claim sabotage in Guyana Stadium fiasco. PCA slams TTPS handling of domestic violence cases. Port operating at limited capacity after workers walk off the job. Relatives raise concern over use of container mortuary in Tobago. Budget reveals revival of counter-crime project. Former worker questions timing. Cardiologists, more young people dying of heart disease. Government to collect less money from property tax. Cut in money allocated for Prime Minister's official overseas travel. Counseling begins 1 week after Mova shooting. Cops arrested for businessman's kidnapping. Mother of missing teen, she did not deserve this. Judge halts promotions for senior cops. Judge, THA official not allowed to cross-examine witness. Regional countries agree to a new strategy and action plan to address sepsis. Valencia boy 14 reported missing. Port of Spain teen reported missing. So these are the stories that are currently making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. And as we always advise you, go there, get the papers of your choice, read up on the stories, see what's happening. So, guys, I can probably open back up the lines for a bit. You can call me at 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Well, Bruce, good morning to you. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago and wherever the sound of 91.9 is being heard.
Morning.
A blessed day to all. Right. So last night we had the other side of the coin, Bruce. We had rain in Guyana, which meant that Mr. Duckworth Lewis had his seat. You understand? Now, why are you laughing, Bruce? Right. Quite frankly, rules are rules. There are situations and there are circumstances. I know many Trinidadians feel hurt. We feel disenfranchised and all kind of rootishness. But cricket is what it is. If there is a problem, then you go according to the rules, right? Tuesday night was no lights. Yesterday was rain. Now, the two teams that batted first in both instances, I can tell you because I follow this very avidly. In the game on Tuesday, TKI would have won. The Royals couldn't have made that kind of run. In the game last night, the same thing. The Kings would have won under normal, and we're talking about under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
Because the score made by them, when the way the Guyanese were going, or the Warriors, they wouldn't have been able to make that score. Right? But what caused the situation on Tuesday is the floodlight scenario. The only thing in the future is when you reach this part of the competition where there are no points awarded for drawn or whatever matches. You understand? Then you need to play these eliminators during the day. So current or electricity problems will not be a factor. Only rain. Right? So maybe that is what they might have to consider for future tournaments. That you play the eliminators in the day rather than have it in the night. Now we know why they have it in the night, because crowd enthusiasm, etc. And you get crowds coming up to these things, eh? You get crowds coming out. Now, so that is that. So I don't feel, I mean, whilst we want to feel hurt, we want to feel disenfranchised, etc. Cricket is a sport. It is a game. It is not, a crisis situation that, unless you wager heavy and you lost your wages. You understand? So I think we should bring this matter close and let it continue. Don't call for boycott and don't say that people have obia. All these kind of Nancy stories. In my humble opinion, I love cricket first, and I want to see, good cricket games. The rules are there. We need to follow them. Thank you.
Neyman, thank you. So before I go a step further this morning, let me say good morning to Mr. Fuad Abubakar. Good morning to you.
Morning, Bruce. Good morning to 91.9 FM The Street. All the listeners and viewers. Spread the word, tune in. We here Tuesday and Thursday. Blessings, man.
So, guys, as we continue to take your calls, caller, good morning. All right, you're not there. Call me back. Call me back. You mash up the headphones already, partner?
Yes, not me. Our guess. Guess who mash up my headphones?
Ah, man, those are my lads.
One of my nice, wonderful children.
You left it in
I left it in the wrong place. So I have to take responsibility as well. Nobody in Gaelic the lucky.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Morning.
Good morning to you, my dear. Mr. Barker, good morning to you.
Saying good morning to you.
Morning to you as well. I'm up on my broken headphones there. That's life. Good morning to you.
Bruce, make sure you help him in the studio there. Let me say good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Leave It Right there. Good morning to my dear Bruce.
Oi.
I already read something just now there. Well, you know that, as I told you, that incident with the child, you know, the mom dead. You know that's my niece, right?
Yeah, I remember you said you mentioned that.
Yes. But she's feeling a little much better. Thank God for that, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, she's feeling a little much better. It is what it is, boy. Mr. Monk St. George, good morning to my dear Bruce. I'm waiting to listen to you, Mr. Barker. What is the topic you bring in today, okay?
No problem.
Okay, then, okay, bye-bye.
They're locked on and listening, you know, Bruce.
Always. So how should I say? What do you have in store for us?
Well, I heard you going through the news this morning, and a lot to digest, a lot of issues continuously, some of them happening, and you know, some new issues in the mix. I see that the Porters has a little bit of a strike, not so? I don't know if they followed what is going on in the United States as well. Port workers in the United States with some massive protest action. I think they're complaining of contracts. They don't have proper contracts, and they have down tools. You know, and I want to say credit and thanks to the contribution of unions over the years towards the welfare and well-being of workers. That is their absolute responsibility to look after the welfare of their workers, and many of them have done that to whatever extent, but they have done that, and in the absence of that, it could be extremely challenging. I know sometimes on the converse, employers, be they private employers or be they the government, those who vested with the responsibility to manage the state, you know, in that struggle, sometimes they try to vilify and other things, the unions, etc., to diminish their power and their ability to bargain, etc. But we have to be sensible as a population in thinking about what is best for us, and they have played an essential role. So I can imagine it's important. It's an important issue as well. Labor, wages affect us all, and that's one of the reasons why we see within the budget the increase of public servants minimum wage, right, by $2, because you know there is that understanding that the working people have had their ability to purchase diminished significantly over the past few years. Inflation is a constant phenomenon, but sometimes it is extreme inflation. Sometimes it's not a soft, gradual inflation. And the reason that employees have these bargaining periods is to bring wages in line with things like inflation. Right? I touched on it a couple of weeks, just touched on it, because you have to be able to sustain your living, right? And like you and me, we could give an example. If we're working and the cost of things are going up, the cost of food, the cost of transportation, the cost of gas, the cost of whatever, our salaries, for us to enjoy the same standard of living, our salaries have to keep pace with that. And the way that public service and other people is for increases to take place. And, you know, again, the unions, there's a bit of a structure there. The unions represent their workers. And it's absolutely essential for the lives of the working class people. I have advanced previously within the framework of our conversations. It is important for working people to have decent wages so that they can then spend and stimulate the economy, right? It is not the rich so much that spend locally. It is the people, the working class people. They might buy luxury goods from abroad, etc. But the working class people in the communities are who would buy this and that and whatever, and then stimulate more growth. So, you know, that is definitely an important topic. We were touching on the budget last day, Bruce, and there was a lot of interest, but something really stood out to me, and it was the contribution of our caller, a lady who called in. She said she worked in the public sector before, administratively. I don't know her exact position, but she was very informed. She said her specialty was dealing with aging and older people. Right? There's a big word for that. I can't remember it. I had to check back and find out the big word for her field. But she was explaining what is taking place in our society in terms of the old getting older, pensions becoming an issue for our purse, the working force decreasing, and the working force having to carry that burden of providing, so to speak, the funds for the pension, etc. And the dynamic of Trinidad and Tobago that is becoming tighter. So our population decreasing, our workforce decreasing. Well, I mean, maybe unemployment and all increasing, and that's an issue in itself. But they call it a aging tsunami. If she calls back in, you know, I would appreciate, but I was listening attentively because it is an area in which we have to be intelligent and informed, because it will affect our lives. It's affecting our lives now, and it will affect our lives in the future. The amount that is necessary for us to contribute to our society is dependent on two factors. It's dependent on what needs to go out to service the society, and also what is coming in. So our managers of our society, I would think that they have all that information in front of them, and they are taking the measures that are necessary to steer the ship in the right direction, to prepare us for now and to prepare us for the future. If we're talking about a budget about resilience and the ability to weather the storms and to weather the challenges, those are the types of conversations and the type of thought that we need with our leaders. We obviously need to increase our revenue, but we also need to look at how we are spending our money as well. And we have not done, in my opinion, enough, the callers could give their opinion, to increase our revenue by streams that do not put more difficulty on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We have had boom, we have had windfalls of money to spend, we have invested, if you call it that, in all kind of things in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? We invest billions of dollars in Trinidad and Tobago. But are we seeing that return to comfort the down periods now that we supposedly haven't? Not just now, I find me in a down period for a while now. Right? And that points towards an economic failure of our managers of our society. If we are not resilient enough, if we have to borrow, if we are not diversified enough, and it is too long. It's too long from skillful individuals who are competent and capable, so they say in business. It is too long. Even this last period of governance of 10 years, in my opinion, 9, is too long. It's too long for us not to be seeing results in some key institutions. So, I mean, that's my opinion on the topic. I would like to hear the opinion of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, but we have to think about it from a wider picture. I went to the National Day of South Korea last night, and they spoke about their society and how they have developed their society and the strengths of that society now. They import a lot of energy from us. They import the raw material from us because they're not as blessed as Trinidad and Tobago with gas and oil and stuff. But they have become tremendous manufacturers, tremendous in the technological field, and their exports surpass what they import in. So we really in Trinidad and Tobago need to get it right as we go forward. Or as this caller called in and said, we in for this aging tsunami, we in for a very, very difficult collapse. And the less that is done now means the more that will need to be done in the future. And taxes is not the way. Taxes, you can't tax into prosperity, to quote someone, right? Taxes is not the way. We must find that forward progression into diversification, into sectors that we can thrive, that we can feed our people, and that we can export and earn. That has to be the direction that we go in. So this is all intertwined into the budget, right? Because that's what we were discussing last day, and we'll take people's opinions as well on the budget and their views on some of the policies, etc. So you'll open the lines. Feel free to call in. Last day we weren't able because of time to take many calls. So feel free to call in. Blessings to everyone.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bruce, and your family. Good morning to you, Fuad, and your family. Good morning to the staff of 91.9 and everyone listening.
Good morning. Good morning.
Fuad, I like your starter conversation this morning, but because I forgot what I wanted to talk about this morning because of this conversation. It's important, and maybe you can get someone to, even in your organization, to talk about that, because when you talk about the NIS, or you don't talk about the NIS, but I'm saying the NIS is an area that government have to look at, because I'm sure there are a lot of fraud going on. People who are credited through, well, look, let me not say it, because, you know, people always want you to prove it. And it's certain, and that I would not want to prove, because it's a lot of matter, but a lot of people are getting their NAS pension when they did not fully think, because it is credited to them.
Right.
Right? And so that drains the economy, you know. So we have to be very careful what we say, you know.
Yeah.
Also, when you're right, the old age pension. A lot of people think that they can sit down, cock their foot up, and wait to be 65. Right? And I'm saying, Fuad, I wonder what people want the government to do again. When the government take care of once you are conceived, The government take care of your mom so you could bring a good citizen into the world. And when you get here, the government take care of you till tertiary university. In some way, they help out. Many ways, right? They train you, they give you a skill. And people like you, Fuad, who can come and motivate the people like Bruce, like other hosts, who can motivate the people instead of demotivating them, demoralize them, motivate them to use their tools, skills, and whatever education they got to help build the economy, right? A lot of people don't want to work in the garden here, but they want to go away and pick this and pick that and pick the other. You get in the land, you apply for it, you get in subsidies, you get in this and that, and yet still, you want the government to give you a job because you want to make 4 or 5 babies. You can't get somebody, can't pay somebody to stay with them, so you blame the government, you can't go out to work. We need people to motivate people like that. They have a little problem because they think they could do what they want. There's certain things they would not say, you know what, we're responsible, so we wouldn't go down that way. But sometimes people need to hear the truth, right? And sometimes you want to tell them as it is, the language they understand, but you can't say it on the radio. But I'm happy, and I hope that people will go down that route and try and motivate other people, because the education system does a lot, right? And people are trained. So don't look forward, I want a job and things. Try to create. And I think UTT was one of those institutions that was built with that in mind. Not just the academic, training you to be entrepreneurs. Right? Okay. Have a good morning. Take care.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Guys, you can call at 3420081 and 4665391. Caller, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Good morning. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Mr. Baka, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
How are you this morning, sir?
Blessed man. Thank God for life.
Well, we all are somewhat distant, but at least I'm here again. You know, I heard you talk about the port workers in America. 45,000 of them, I think, strike. Biden described it as more or less like as a coup. But you know the difference between that and here? I hear you describe what is striking for. One of the things that is striking for is, yes, and Biden described it, that they can't make the because the port is not like Trinidad and Tobago and Bruce Wayne. These ports are privately run. First thing first. Right, Bruce Wayne? They're not owned by the state. So Biden didn't have to worry about 45,000 people striking. The state, wherever state is striking in, that governor more worried. You understand? So Biden tell the companies, hey, you can't make a profit up because them fellas still making money. All of them people striking, they still making money. So they tell them, yeah, we're going on. All you have to get all your act together. Them want a little more increase in salary. But you know what is one of the major worries? I don't know if it's China or Japan. I develop a port now, Bruce. Totally automated. Totally AI. You don't need no driver. You don't need nothing. The truck driving itself. The forklift driving itself. The boat or the thing that going to offload the container operated by a man. Everything operated by 2 or 3 people sit down in a room by themselves. And the port running. So one of their arguments is that they hope and asking the port, the union is asking the owners of the port not to mechanize or modernize or AI the port. That's what they're striking for, you know, that's why the governor is fighting, because if the port go AI, Bruce Wayne, that means 45,000 people across so much states out of a job. That is the difference, Mr. Baka.
I'll check in, you know, I fact check in.
Fact check.
Because when I saw the article,
have a look at it.
Yeah, 2 things stood out to me. maybe it have other reasons like this one, but the two things were.
I just explained one of the main reasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out a fact check here.
Oh, you see, there's no come and talk.
Yeah.
So let me move on again. You see this conversation about budget and we need more money and diversify. You think KFC's are diversification, Starbucks are diversification rituals of these companies. Do they create employment? But actually and truly, these are foreign entities. Why none of us ain't open us local something? You have the money to do that? So at the end of the day, it turns around to the same 1% that we are arguing about with the Prime Minister say, if the wealthy, I get wealthy. Because these are the people that created all those businesses, you know. The KFC, the Royal Castle, the Amalgamated. How much of us creating those to employ us?
No, well, they're not creating the industry, you know. They capitalizing on the industry with companies.
I mean, because you now made a statement.
Yeah.
If the average poor person get more money, they were able to spend more. But who they spending it by?
Yeah.
They ain't spending it by me and you again.
They spend by me. I have business. I know.
Because you have a car wash.
Among other things.
But all right. So then, what do you generate to create? Because I heard the Minister of Finance just said, you know, they say we are oil and gas economy, but mainly the manufacturing sector is what right now putting a little more money in the coffers than oil and gas. That was said by the Minister of Finance, and he ain't singing that song today. This is about the second budget he's singing that song. And we ain't listening. What they're telling us, the oil and gas is running out, and we are trying to diversify the economy. But in order to do so, private sector has to get on board. Because we know anything the state invests in, there's be a problem. Because it's my own. Mash up the government truck. It's not my own. It's the government own. I ain't come to work today. Because why? But you know, if you're working in a private entity up there every day, take care of the truck because the boss man, it's a miss so. Boss man send you home. Eh? In a state, if you mash up the state vehicle, police vehicle in a particular state, the governor wants to know what's going on. That's Biden, you know. So when we compare in Trinidad and Tobago, so when you mash up a police vehicle in Toco, we should expect that the man who is in charge of Toco to answer that question. But that don't happen. There's no accountability here, so we just only talk. Gentlemen, all enjoy it. Buswin?
Blessings. Yeah, man. Blessings. Thank you for your contribution. So I going through it here. So the main issues, pay increases, of course. The port workers have outstanding periods of negotiations, and they have some demands, $5 an hour increases. So they back and forth with the employers, and they had to take their action because it's over a protracted period of time. And yeah, there are places in the world where there is the implementation of artificial intelligence, AI, and that will reduce the need of human involvement in the process of production dramatically. We have seen a wave in that in terms of manufacturing across the world, and the major manufacturers in the world, the labor intensity has decreased tremendously. But that's not a factor that they've said in this article. Maybe I need to read a little further. But as well, we need to prepare for that. We need to look at what the trend is taking place internationally. We need to prepare if we need less people, because there is this advancement within certain societies that we don't need so much human beings. That's the advancement by certain key elements of the world. And as people, we need to look on at that and really quantify it in our mind if that is a direction that we want to go. So then if you don't need the human being to work again, then what's the purpose? And some people talking, not just talking, some people have been working in the world towards depopulation. I don't want to go off into that topic too much, but as a whole different thing that I hope people are looking at transpiring in the world, and whatever happens internationally affects us here as well. So yeah, the government in Trinidad and Tobago, bringing it back to a local context, we have to find means to diversify. We have to find means to produce and export. Yes, as the caller said, those who have capital will have a role to play, but they need to be mindful towards the people who provide labor, and they need to be mindful towards the society. The underpinning of our society has to have consideration for the human being. It has to. And again, we go back to the moral fabric of our society and how we are set up. So, go ahead. Anybody else who wants to call in and discuss the topic?
Caller, good morning. You have about a minute or so. Go ahead.
Morning, Bruce. Good morning, Bruce. You know, the best time in our life, ask anybody who born between 56 or 40 something, is when PNM in power, boy. You could see your way, you could see your money. The worst time in this country was 1986, boy. Plus the 2010, boy. And these people bad talking, this government who bringing, providing, showing us how to work, how to spend the money, how to cut back. Some people like they was not wrong in 1986, boy. Ah, God. And 2010. People who didn't even wasn't paying them used to say in 2010 is the worst time in their life. They never see poverty. People tell me they never see poverty like that. Between 1986 and 2010 to 20. And these people are thanking God, boy. Ah, God, boy. These people too happy, boy.
So
in
Caller,
other
you
countries right now, people
experiencing...
lining up for food, you know, boy.
So Caller, you
People lining up
experiencing...
for food, you know.
Caller, you experiencing economic prosperity at this point in time?
How you
things
mean?
going good for you?
I live in.
No, not talking about
At least I
living.
could thank God for what I get in. Prosperity does not have to be dollars and cents. Prosperity is your health.
Oh, okay.
Your
I thought
family growth.
you was talking about dollars and cents before, though.
Prosperity is not as much money. It's your lifestyle, is your prosperity.
Right.
For your family. Family get education.
But I thought you were talking about dollars and cents before.
All them little children leave school. All them little children leave school. And everybody working. Who want to work lazy. Who ain't prospering and no God. So don't blame no government for prosperity. When only want to lazy and want to give and share. Every time we buy a KFC, we provide jobs, you know. Right? Every time we buy doubles, we put bread on we put on our table, we put food on our table, you know.
Leave it there, my dear. We're going to the break. You have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Greetings and blessing in the name of our wonderful Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia. And we would like to invite you to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444.
Please be sure to tune in and prepare to be blessed.
My life, I lay it on the altar. As my life.
Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturdays are back at Vibes Event Space, formerly known as a Shade Nightclub.
They not like us. They not like us.
Tobago, your favorite event venue, is bringing back Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturday. Party with the all-star DJ cast. Drink specials all night. This weekend at Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Let's party like we used to as we continue the vibe. General entry free until midnight. VIP $100. Call or WhatsApp 394-3212 or 620-3057 to reserve your cabanas and VIP space. Come enjoy the entertainment, enjoy the vibes, and the atmosphere at the safest venue in Tobago. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. Inferno Friday and Seductive Saturday are back.
From 1990 to last month, this place has been known as Street. But from this moment going forward, this place will be named by the new name IWER George given. Alright, you see the name? The new name is...
Get ready for the ultimate soca experience. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as Shades, present Free Drink Wednesday on October 23rd. Tobago comes alive with an all-star DJ cast spinning the hottest soca hits. Special guest artists with a live performance. Early bird tickets start at $150, VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas. Enjoy any complimentary bottle of 2 selections, Johnny Walker or Hennessy. This event is powered by Prince George, Bagel Bashman 919, Cattell Mass, Angostura and Campari. Let's make it a night to remember. Secure your tickets now. Purchase them at Cashes in Tobago or 919 Bagel Bashman. You can also visit Island E-Ticket or call the hotline 281-4723 and 750-1103. This is an event you can't afford to miss. Tobago, get ready for the ultimate soca experience.
Thursday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler.
But now I'm drunk in the people place,
Hush Cooler. All roads lead to Vibes, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. An experience like no other. And only hear what? Whatever happened at Vibes? Well, I don't want to tell you. Hush.
Can you dig it?
Hush Cooler at Vibes. Performing live, Mikel Tasia.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
The Bandman, Joshua Agrello, Neil IWER George, and more. Cooler. So bring your crew, bring your cooler, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandtickets.com or from the Jade Monkey Bar, Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Store, Scarborough. For more info, call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. Hush Cooler. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by TTT Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024.
I need a little runaway.
Hush Cooler.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all.
Courts, make home yours.
Tune into The Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African car event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious talk. Conscious talk. Talk.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamflo, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
IWER and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't read young, but we read from body. We read from body.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside. Just a bit of information here for you. Furniture Plus Bargain Bonanza extended 1 week only. Don't miss up to 20% off appliances and mini appliances, up to 20% off smart TVs, 20% off bedroom collections, up to 30% off dining and kitchen furniture, up to 40% off mattresses, up to 50% off outdoor furniture, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable hire purchase. All Furniture Plus stores are open today. Check press and social media for details. Furniture Plus Bargain Bonanza ends this Sunday. Conscious Talk would be aired this Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. To be conscious is to be aware of what is happening around you, where we are at, and where we are going. Conscious Talk this Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. Bougie 2024, the Soca Concert Experience, would be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, with the Soca superstars, Young Brother, Sherwin Winchester, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava, Oscar B, the Waterlord, IWER George, 2024 Road March champion Mikel Teja, and Ding Dong. Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th, from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cache stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, all allocations, Pablo's Supermarket in Argyle, Chill Out Bar in Bon Accord. General admission is $250, VIP $600, and Cabanas $3,000. Bougie 2024, Friday, October 25th, from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Vibes Event Space, formerly known as Shade Nightclub. Tobago, get ready for the ultimate soca experience. Vibes Event Space presents Free Drinks Wednesday on October 23rd. Tobago Carnival, all-star DJ Cass spinning the hottest soca hits. Special guest artist live performance. Door prize of up for grabs. Early bird tickets $150, VIP $200. Bring your crew of 10 and party in style with our cabanas just for $1,500. Enjoy complimentary bottle of Johnny Walker or Hennessy. Powered by Prince George, Bago Bashment 909 FM, and Petal Mass. This is a night you can't afford to miss. Secure your tickets now and let's make it a night to remember. For tickets and cabana bookings, visit Island eTickets or call Marlon at 281-4723 or Robert at 750-1103. Tobago, get ready. IWER and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space on Sunday, the 27th of October 2024 from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. featuring popular artists and an all-star DJ Cass. Early bird tickets are $300, a breakfast inclusive, drinks on sale, cash bar, and bottle specials. Tickets available at ticketfederation.com and all Cache stores nationwide. Or you can call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space. Thursday, October 24th from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space, an experience like no other. Whatever happens at Vibes, well, don't have to tell you, hush. Hush Cooler at Vibes, performing live Mikel Teja, The Pan Man, Joshua Regrello, Neil IWER George, and more. So bring your crew, bring your coolers, and come to Hush. Tickets are available online at islandetickets.com, the Jade Monkey Bar in Crown Point, and Ted Arthur Leather Stores in Scarborough. For more information, you can call 721-1992 or 774-5624. This October, the ultimate party experience awaits. No glass bottles allowed. Powered by GGG Limited, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2024. Making payments just got easier with the HDC because we've got more ways for you to pay your bill. Whether you're home, online, at the bank, or on the go, we've got you covered. Make your payments conveniently from anywhere, anytime by requesting HDC's Rent Cafe app setup at Rent Cafe queries at hdc.gov.tt to pay from your mobile device. 2. Paying at any NLCB booth nationwide. 3. Making a direct bank transfer at any local bank. And 4. Adding us as a payee to your Republic Bank, FCB, or RBC online banking. Or 5. Making it over the counter at our A. Head office at 44 to 46 South Key, Port of Spain, B. Our South office at number 2 McGilvery Street, San Fernando, or C. Our Maloney area office, Jacana Avenue, Maloney Gardens. You can also pay via SurePay, mobile wallets, salary deduction, or visit us at www.hdc.gov.tt to use our e-pay options. HDC's more ways to pay. It's fast, easy, and all about convenience. HDC, giving you more ways to pay. Get up to $150,000 unsecured to live your best life with Island Finance for anything you need. Visit a branch near you and live your best life today. The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain. Telephone number 736-3962. Every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe. So guys, that's it for information. We're going to continue taking your calls. You can call us at 342-0081 and 466-5391.
Quote for the day that I would like to share, and it's from Mark Twain, and it says that patriotism is supporting your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. I'm going to just repeat it one more time. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. It is the patriotic thing to do, to always support your country, because that is greater and more important than anything else. And then, of course, if you want to support your political party or whatever, or the government, not the political party per se, the government at the point in time, you support them for what good that they do. And if they do whatever wrong, then you deal with that. You criticize, you correct, because that will enable us as a country to go forward. You know, sometimes some of these elders criticize the young ones, right? But by the way that they deal with this issue of governance, I hope it is not reflective in the way that they deal with their children, because it is almost as though they could see no wrong. They come and they would lie and they would deceive because they want to reject the truth. And if you do that, it is for your own peril. If my children do something wrong, I love them, but they need to be corrected and scolded and whatever, and that's necessary. We have to do that out of love. So, you know, you have to apply that love to everything. Go ahead, caller.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce, you catch me out that day. Morning.
Morning.
I'm glad I get through right after that quote of the day. Because patriotism is when you support your country
All
and the
the
government
time.
when they do good.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to apply that, what you quote there, to the UNC. Because if you don't attend the independence parade when you're not in power, and you tell me party before country, so why should I consider them?
They say that? They say party before country?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's a terrible statement.
So why should I consider them?
Well, that's a
And
terrible
you're not
statement.
going independence parade. So you're not patriot.
If they said that, that's a terrible statement. If they whatever reasons they give, yeah.
Is the leader say that, not only they say that, the leader.
Yeah, party before country.
To hell with you if you put it so. If you put country before party, to hell, go to hell. In fact, I do think go to hell.
I haven't heard that, but if that is true, well, that's absolutely not a positive statement. Go ahead, caller. Oh, is the same caller on? He finished though. He finished.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wheel.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bakker.
Good morning.
Mr. Bakker, you know, it is said that everything is subjected to interpretation, and then basically either it is in context or it make a bad pretext. And they say also says a good listener makes a good learner. And most of the people who listen to the radio station don't call, so the listenership is more vast than the callership and also the viewership. So, as an aspiring politician, you must also be careful in how you preface your statements, or otherwise, basically, as a lot of other people in positions, basketball players, football, all of them, when they go out of context, they have to get people to do damage control back for their statement that basically that was said. But as it says, the only thing that cannot be taken back is the spoken words and the spin arrows. So when we do it, when we are speaking, we must be basically, that is basically what we will call the art and basically master the art of language and words. And then basically, because nowadays you do have a certain time in speaking, so you can get all your points across in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes by selective words that creates the image into the minds of the listeners and those who would also listen even later on to the speeches, because basically they get pretext clippings from speeches and all this sort of thing, right? So as I said, as an aspiring person for office and all those sort of things, one should basically be careful in the words that we when we are using it, because basically, as you see, the listener can be in how they interpret it, or as they say, public and the court of public opinion. So it does that basically that our character does not seem to be either shifting along in pendulum, and that basically we are steadfast. And one thing, so that basically when people talk about our character, they would say that this person is a steadfast person over time. They have always been consistent in one setting. Then being basically, as you see today in international media, where all this thing is fact checking, they are showing how basically the people is flip-flopping and flip-flopping. So we also think, so we have to also look at that is basically on our character and projections down the road. So take it, as you say, everything is basically subjected to interpretation and basically in context, bad pretext, and then basically either damage controls and all this thing comes afterwards. But
right.
Mr. Bakker,
thanks for that advice.
I just want to drift a bit and ask you, this thing that is going on in the Middle East right now, what do you think of it? Because basically you are from Islamic background, right? So that would be part of your faith belief. What do you think? your view on it, Mr. Bakker. And I also want to ask you, if I hear pastors and everybody speak of the scriptures and they understand and the term that it is in the scripture what is called sudden destruction and what is sudden destruction. I'm listening to for you. The floor is yours. You can and that I can hear your views on it.
All right. Thank you very much. I have another call on the line. Go ahead, no?
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce Wayne.
Good morning.
And good morning, Mr. Bakker there.
Good morning. Good morning.
I would like to say good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. And God bless us and cover us in the name of Jesus. And I would like to say good morning to my lovely Prime Minister and his family. And good morning to Mr. Cummins. And good morning to everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. I would like everybody to pray. We need to say some prayers because everything is going out of order, and without prayers, there is nothing. God in charge. Here, everybody know God in charge, and whatever way, He is in charge. Okay? So Trinidad and Tobago, have a safe day. And Lord bless us and keep us in the name of Jesus. Everybody to and Tobago, bye-bye and have a blessed day.
Bye.
Okay?
Bye.
And good morning to the title.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you and morning to Fuad.
Morning.
I think I have it right this morning before I get cut off. No, it is easy.
Oh, God.
So,
Go ahead, man.
Good morning to our listeners. Morning to Sharon, morning to everybody. Mr. Chance, hi. Angie. And my colleague from Barataria. Because, we have a same-page policy because I think there's a view in Trinidad, especially when a black man is running a country, that he has to take care of the issues affecting black people. And this is so myopic and disappointing because one of the things that guides a prime minister or anybody running a country under the democratic system is you cannot just get into office and think you can take care of a particular race. Now, Bruce, if you were to think from 1956 to now, where people have this sort of almost like a mantra that PNM run the country for so long and black people suffering. Now, Bruce, I'm not suffering. And there's a lot of black people in this country that are not suffering. Now, if you think about the whole question of the development of other races, particularly people of East Indian descent, right now, there are lots of poor East Indians in this country, and poverty is something that is stricken by people in any country. How come people develop based on what the same PNM have been there for a long while, since the oil boom in 1975-76 to now? How come people became engineers, doctors, and so on? Is it because of an Indian Prime Minister or a black Prime Minister? Not only that, if it is, that's the case. I keep telling people for years on this radio station and other radio stations that the development of any race comes from what we do as a people outside the scope of politics. When you look at Rotary Club, you look at churches, you're looking at, let's say, on the Indian side, you look at the whole question of the national culture of East Indian something. I forget the exact name. You think about schools that are guided under the whole question of religion and where a particular race may attend. All these things push from a racial perspective, so to speak. Where ours, do we have the correct advocacy system? All these things are shaped not by government, not by a black prime minister or a black constituent. And that's my problem in this country. So when people come on the radio, you listen to people that want to vote on the government. You know why? Because somehow the other, black people poor. And it also, Bruce, and for I want to pronounce your name correctly.
You're
right?
going off a little bit
and my
again.
colleague. My thing is, that even it's almost like, Bruce, is almost like a culture. So you're going to the U.S., and these orators have this way, they'll tell you, Barack Obama do nothing for black people. But you know what? What guides Barack Obama then was something called the Congress. And I'll give another example. The budget here is alive. It gives heed to a lot of people employed under the government. Now, when you think about people employed under the government under the Port of Spain City Corporation, the Diego Martin City Corporation, or Borough Corporation, all these corporations, is the limitations to where a government run by any leader, black, Indian, or otherwise, could employ the people. But what drives you is you taking opportunities to even have what you call cohesive drive to form businesses. For example, medical centers. So I found out, and I have about 4 medical centers run by people of East Indian descent. Where are ours? Was it pushed from a political perspective? So let me end. This nonsensical view for me is that I want to encourage my people that, listen, while you have a black prime minister, that's good, or a prime minister of African descent, try and listen to what is driven under his policy. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of even Netco. Take advantage of these things and form your business. Because Bruce and my colleague, there are lots of middle-class African and East Indian people are willing to buy, willing to shop. If you don't form these things, then for years, I've been hearing, we would continue thinking that when a black prime minister takes charge of this country, that he could take care of black people. It's nonsensical, and I want people to stop that and change the narrative so that black people could get the better leadership outside the scope of government for better development of our people. Thank you very much for the opportunities. It's a good budget. It's an organized budget, and people have to understand that what runs the country, just like your home, is something called revenue. Pay attention to that. Thank you for the opportunity, guys. God bless you all.
All right. Good try. Good luck. You can take one more call and then I'll just share my opinion on one or two things.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
And good morning to your listenership. You know, I really love that quotation that you used forward, but I want to add that part of our problem in this country as the voting population is our inability to either see things as they are, or the fact that when we choose to support someone or a political party, that we make a choice not to call a spade a spade. Because just on this same frequency yesterday evening, a man would have said that we having problems with the PNM, Dr. Rowley, and the way they govern in the country, but the opposition is not viable. And I have to totally agree with that statement. Because in as much as people are saying for us to do this, organize ourselves, all kind of things, I like to put all factors on the table. Right? Because the afternoon show is speaking about how the government is providing ways and means for the rich to get richer, the 1% to continue to benefit. But I am saying that we also experienced that from 2010 to 2015, with the giving out of the lands in Chagramas for $1 for however long and these kind of things. And it is our inability to call a spade across the board why persons, when I make my contributions, want to call me a PNMite, or once it is not in line with what they are trying to push, that is a challenge. And it happens on both sides of the fence. Because nobody cannot say that Dr. Rowley and them have a responsibility where the crime is concerned, especially after the statement he made while he was in opposition. Right? And people trying to defend it in terms of context, and what other context is there? The statement is clear as day when he made it, and it applies now that he is in power also. But when you're supporting a party or a political leader, you cannot see things that way. And that is what we are faced with in this country. And I understand that it's not that you pick out a group from the country and you go and see about them, but we have to understand as a nation what is going on here. If black people are the most disenfranchised, we may not have to just take money and give to them, but as a government, we, as Dr. Rowley said, the hinge that squeak, the hinge that makes the most noise get the attention. If the black people is the squeaking hinge, then we have to develop ways and means to engage this portion of our society
and fix it,
even if it's majority black in there, and let us do something about it.
For sure.
And stop making excuses, because right now there is no legislation to stop them from doing that, and there is no legislation in place that if they end up out of government, that our next political party cannot come and do that for whoever is there ethnic based. Too long have we been hearing things amongst and inside the political atmosphere, and no extreme measures as harsh as the traffic measures are now have been introduced to ensure that politicians cannot continue doing what they accuse each other of doing. It's still an open door for whatever to take place when whoever wins the election. And I'm asking, where is the deterrent? When are they going to increase the penalties, increase some measure of trying to get to the bottom of the allegations that politicians keep making against each other? Or we just going to keep using the fact that the mindset of the population haven't shifted, so we're using that against them? It's only when we as a nation could call a spade, then we will be in an opportunity to pull up the socks of all 41 members. Other than that, they will have us fighting half against the other and the next half against the other. And it is continuously working for them. Continuously working for them. They don't have to cut back on macaroni pie. They don't have to write a work. They don't have to use no coal pot, nothing like that. And I wait to see what will be the increase for them after the elections coming from the Salary Reviews Commission. I hope it's somewhere up in the 200-300% increase, so we can get it in our brains what is going on. Listen, gentlemen.
The sooner that we accept the truth is the sooner we will be able to fix our situation. That's what we need to do. We need to accept what is true. We need to stop lying to ourselves. That's what we need to stop doing. We need to carefully analyze what is taking place. If we don't want to take the responsibility of thought, then our actions will continue to be negative. So we had a caller before who is trying to put us along a certain line. But the government has a responsibility to take care of all of its citizens to the best of its ability. They manage our resources. They beg for that responsibility. They come every 5 years and campaign and all kind of this and that and whatever for that responsibility. Within their organizations, they fight for the opportunity to who is boss, who in charge, who in whatever, to manage our our resources, to manage our society. So when you want that position, when you want it, 5 years, 10 years, you're pretending like if you don't matter, but you want it, you're fighting for it, then you have to discharge that responsibility. And if within your society, as the last caller said, you have a sector of the society that is lagging far behind. I heard this Prime Minister talk about this on Emancipation Day. Lip service. If you can identify all of that, the weaknesses, the vulnerability, the issues, and you cannot address those issues in a real way to change them, then you're wasting the population's time. It is not to succeed to be in that position, on the seat. It is to succeed to, from that position, make the changes that are necessary. Okay, so we have had a budget. How will the society benefit now from the drastic problems that we have? We have a serious problem with crime. Where's the implementation of solutions to crime? 4.5 hours, 5 hours of talk. 5 hours of talk. And what concrete has been put into place? 2,000 new cars for police, and I agree they might need some new cars. What about accountability? What about reform of the police service? What about actually ensuring that they put on the body cams? What about actually ensuring through the body cams they're doing their work? What about better training so that they can properly investigate, etc., and bring people to justice? What about some program to alleviate the conflict in these communities? I hear talk about it. 100 million, how long ago when some people died in Laventil or whatever. Going on in 100 million, how it going? And I don't even think it has been put into effect. I hear commission, I hear we have a committee set up to deal with whatever, and the committee never meet. Failure. That is what we have been getting in a real. It is failure. And we have to be honest, and we have to be real, and we have to call it out, because we love our country and we don't want our country to continue going down the road that it is going down. That's the reality of it. And we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, in my opinion, I say in my opinion because other people have other opinions, no problem. We are not represented. They don't work for us. I don't ever forget the bits, the slips that these politicians just make. When Mr. Jack Warner, he said, who pay the piper, play the tune? Who paying these politicians? These are the people who call in the tune. So let us stand up against that. Not parties across the board. Let us stand up against people paying the politicians, putting in the set of money, and then these individuals who are supposed to represent John Public, who you think for you, and I love you, and this is for me, and them is my until I die, until on both sides, not one side. And who you can't even reach, who don't have time with you. If you calling them, they watching the phone, they don't even have your number stored. But when Mr. Mute, congratulations, 1 billion in profits, congratulations to you and your entity, Prestige Holdings. Respect, good for you. But when Mr. Mute calling, he answering. And roads going and pave for election. Sorry, for Trinidad and Tobago. Which one? And contractors going to be contracted. And the status quo remains the same. What changes is actually coming through? What upliftment of the middle and lower classes taking place? What solution? But we're supposed to be busy trying to alleviate the problems in our society, because it is the destruction of our society. Okay, yes, Mr. Cummins, it have some agricultural projects, right, initiatives. I have friends who involved in younger people involved in some of the programs going on, heavily subscribed. It's like a lottery to get through. Publish the figures of the amount of people who are applying to get these opportunities, so that we see that people want opportunities and that you could only provide so much, but it is not that they don't want and they're not willing. So you see that narrative too? That's a wicked narrative that people just push. So people have tried and people apply, and you're like a lottery who win. I had some young people I know, one or two, I know plenty of people, just one or two they get through, and they was like, wow, they're shocked they get through because they applied for other things before, but finally, and kudos. But they're supposed to be like, not today, they're supposed to be 9 years ago when the term now start. you identify the issue and you identify the opportunity of agriculture, and you running head strong hard into that type of diversification. You providing all that is necessary, the land, whatever that's your focus. And then production and packaging from whatever is created. We're supposed to have this 9 years done, increase dramatically of production and export of agricultural goods and services. Agricultural goods. That's what we're supposed to have done already. Not pressure till 2027 when gas increase. That's in my opinion, right? That is not good enough. That is not good enough, in my opinion. And who want to say that is good enough? You feel free. Feel free. But I'm not up to my standard. And I'm saying that there have a lot of people within Trinidad and Tobago who share that view. And we need to step forward and speak out. Because it is that will drive our society in a better direction. And it's not people who are not working. It's some of the most productive people within our society. It's people who want better. Not to just sitting down, receiving wherever. I ain't want to duck to hit my mothers and fathers too hard, you know. But some of them who sitting down receiving the pensions, etc., who really like they don't care about us. Who don't care that we're going through a very, very difficult period of time. And only making excuses, not even for this entity, you know, for Eric Williams. Because this entity, in my opinion, don't even compare. Come on, Trinidad and Tobago, man. Come on. Let us be fair. Let us get our minds out of this trap that they have us in divide and rule, one way or the next, Indian, African, UNC, PNM, wherever. Let us get out of that. Whatever makes sense when we sit down and we work it out for us to move forward as a people. For the people to move forward, you know. Let us make that step. But sitting down right here where we are ain't going to make it better. It is not going to. If you do nothing, what you expect to change? So keep going. You could tell me thing good for you. How long you want to tell me thing good for me? I could tell an ex-youth out there who working and car, who working, and I'm talking about who not working, and can't pay their bills, even though they're working. I could tell them how much time thing going good. The reality is it's not. And it cannot be that thing will get better in 2027. Nah. Come again, no. I ain't going through that. Whoever else wants to go through that, feel free. You're welcome to call in. We have a few minutes left. All you call in, and if all you want to go through that, welcome. Go ahead.
Caller, good morning.
Morning. You know, I can't fact check you. They were supposed to meet and they meet, and I know when they meet and they meet. I can't fact check that conversation that you just had there.
You comfortable 2027 things will be better?
What's that?
You're comfortable 2027 things?
If I am comfortable, if things will be better in 2027, yes. I don't know that.
Oh no, but that is the promise of our...
No, the promise of the Prime Minister. You know, if you would wake up in the morning,
No.
The Prime Minister didn't, listen to me, that day we will get the problem. The Prime Minister didn't promise no citizens that thing will be better. The Prime Minister promised the economy.
Well,
will get better. If you don't put yourself in position to line up
from the economy. Oh, that's true, you know, you're right, you know, we don't want to benefit from the improvement.
No, again, if you as an individual don't put yourself in line and line up yourself to get anything, nothing don't come to you, sit down. Because I hear this conversation, and you know
who's setting up the line? You know who's setting up the line in Trinidad and Tobago? You know who's setting up the line for all the contracts gonna come out soon? Mr. Rohan Sinanan. You stay in line.
No, well, all you have to do,
who put him in charge of the line?
Oh, Mr. Baka, hold on, man. All you have to do is do the same thing, because let me explain you something.
Do the same what?
Hold on a minute.
I'm not bribing no minister.
For the past 15 minutes and more.
I'm not bribing no minister. And
I said, hold on, man. We heard you for the past 15 minutes. You don't know that. All that is just conjecture you talking.
Yes, it is conjecture.
That is why, if you have evidence, then you take it to the police.
It is conjecture in Trinidad and Tobago.
Until you have the evidence, until you could tell me, I went to Rohan Sinanan and I gave him $20,000 to get work at me and until you could tell me that, that is only talk you talking.
What is Mr. Rohan Sinanan?
I said, until you could tell me, I as Mr. Baka went to Rohan Sinanan and offered him $200,000 to get his contract because he did tell me XYZ and I ain't get you, don't come wrong me with that.
Let me tell you the conjecture in
Trinidad. So let me make my contribution, please.
The conjecture is
Could you allow me to make my contribution, please?
When I'm finished, the conjecture in Trinidad and Tobago is that Mr. Rohan Sinanan is in charge of campaign finance for the People's National Movement.
And so what? Until you as an individual could prove that he collected money from somebody based on that is only talk you talking.
It's talk I talk.
So when you create a political party for we to vote for,
it is conjecture.
You trying to tell me CNN ain't good. Dr. Eric Williams was worse. So then who to put?
I say that.
Then you form a political party. Since you have all this conjecture, and you so good, form a political party and wipe out the two other parties. Because if there is no alternative, but Dr. Eric will make a step in what?
I dare ready.
Step in a pile of doo-doo?
I dare ready. And
step
I look forward to
you stay there. I ain't going to lie why I have a vision for 2027. If you want to step in doo-doo and stay there, I have a vision where I want to go.
I stepping out of doo-doo.
No, well, apparently you in it. Because up to now, you can't tell me where I step in to go. I already tell you I have a step for 2027, which if I get my gas from Venezuela, which direction I go in, you can't tell me that yet. And any part of the world you go, I listened to a debate between the two vice presidents some night ago. And you are intelligent fella. And there are 6 people, Bruce Wayne. 2 people who independent, waiting to decide who they're going to vote for. 2 people who already vote for Trump, and 2 people who sure they're voting for Ms. Harris. So there are the 2 persons who independent. What is your view on what you would like to hear from these 2 people who is going to have the debate, which is the 2 vice presidents? This is just minutes before the debate in the same studio, right? The conversation is the economy. First thing. And the second thing, anybody would think that America would have a problem with crime. The second conversation is crime. Here the argument. Trump spent 8 trillion. Biden spent 4 trillion. Trump leave the economy in a mess with a debt. Pandemic come, Biden went through the pandemic, and Biden argument is here we're going to I bring back the economy. I bring down employment to 3%. Isn't that a fact? A country that could print money. That is their argument. We who can't print money went through the same thing they went through. And we selling oil and gas was given away. Under the pandemic, in America, house rent went up, food inflation, all of that went up in America. Not so? So when you coming to tell me...
Finish your point and then I'll make my conjecture.
The point is the same thing that happened here is the same thing that happened in a group of people. And worse yet, the same people here who you want to support because you telling me Dr. Eric Williams ain't good. Leave me in a recession in 2015. Biden, governor of the central bank, telling me that the country's in a recession. So I inherited worse than Biden. And I can't print no money.
Right.
And the thing that I had to sell oil and gas dwindling away, and the agreement that I have was until 2027 or 2 till I get money from that. I had to fly all around the world to see if I could make negotiation for you to come to sit down here to get money to put a few dollars gas in your car to come here. That's still subsidized.
We look forward to 2027.
Of course, I intend to.
Yes.
So you say that to do that. You want me to make that step in.
9 years.
But I know where I going.
9 years later, in 2 years, it will be better. Yeah. Good for you. Right. That's good for you. If that is sufficient for you, then that is not a problem at all. But I feel your income is heavily subsidized by somebody who's paid for you to call here.
So you didn't hear it, so let me let you hear it.
You support country before party, well, go to hell. Go to hell. You say you support country before party, well, go to hell.
That's
go
good.
to hell.
Absolutely.
Support your party. You say you
absolutely
support country
not the
before
right thing.
party, well, go to hell. Go to hell.
But contextualize as well. She's talking about a certain individual who went against whatever. But yes,
I thought
once you say...
I thought you didn't hear this, so you could know.
Well, I now know it's contextualized.
How you know what she's talking
Because I know within the context of what she's saying is Rushton and they she's talking about. I know about politics.
This was way before Rushton and them. So
but that's not what she's talking about. She is talking about somebody.
How you analyze that?
Because I'm intelligent. Because I'm intelligent.
By the way,
I am intelligent.
I need to do this, sir. I need to do this.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM. The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
This is to be played right after I deem any statement to cause the radio station problems.
Which statement it is? That one or me?
I have to be very careful sitting down here because you have your how much different businesses, right? I am now trying to go into that direction. I ain't have my things and them set up yet. I'm in the process. So
you're going there.
I need all my little to go forward. So I have to be careful. I have to be mindful because I could lose my little seat here and saying, nobody go vote for it.
Good job. So, good job. Excellent. You can play it again if you want. No problem.
No. Don't come at me with no sarcasm. Don't do me that. Don't feel that I am daft.
It's twice you play it, so you can play it at third time. I don't mind.
Talking through it. Why would you speak through it though?
That is play ever so often.
No, don't do that, no man. Why are you speaking through it? We're trying to put me in problems then.
If I speak through it, don't mean it in plain.
No, you're trying to put me in problems, and I do appreciate that because I don't disrespect you here, and I don't put nothing that you do in jeopardy here. I don't put you in jeopardy here, so don't do me that.
No problem, Bruce. No problem. Well, as you see fit, you could play. That's fine, right?
You see, that is the
but you just said as you see fit in terms of what is being said.
I have to be very careful,
right?
In this seat that I am in here,
right?
Because at the end of the day, when we say certain things here, and somebody takes it to task, and we get a letter, I could lose my job, partner. So
as we close,
all kicking and joking and everything aside, I not playing with my 2 cents.
Right. Okay. Right? No problem at all. I seen the time winding down, and I just want to make sure that we can clarify in terms of our, even if we want to use the word conjecture, what is transpiring in our society. In my opinion, which I've said a number of times, because feel free for other people to have their opinions, right? We have
you're saying that, but yet still, when somebody giving a contribution and you have an issue with it, you're crossing them. So you can't say that. They're not making a
I'm not cutting him off. I'm not allowing him to finish. I am interacting with him, especially that individual, and I think he would welcome the interaction. I think he ain't had no problem. He calling in every Tuesday and Thursday to give his contribution and to debate with me. For a matter of fact, I think he going and support me. So he now asking for the alternative to the 2, so that he will have another option. So don't worry. There will be an alternative. We might inspire more than one alternative. It might have 2, 3, 4, as things open and people realize that what exists is not serving us in the best way. And he will have the option, along with other people, to support something else, to express themselves politically through another movement. So, nah, I don't. And he go call back next day when I'm here again to say, to give his two cents, whatever. I wouldn't even cut him off if he say some. Once it's not too bad. Yo, show me which thing to press for disclaimer. But my conjecture is, and I'm phrasing it correctly as he explained, because it is not supported by facts at this point. My conjecture is that we have a Minister of Works and Transport, not elected.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM.
Share the life. You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Thursday, October 24th, from 5 p.m. Tobago Carnival. Get ready for Hush Cooler.
But now I'm drunk in the people place, jamming.
Hush Cooler. All roads leads to Vibes, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. An experience like no other. And only hear what? Whatever happened at Vibes? Well, I don't want to tell you. Hush.